Solvers helping you stay safe during the coronavirus pandemic. Many of you live in apartment complexes, apartment buildings. It makes social distancing tough, and I know you have to go up and down an elevator every day, and you have to think about that.
Well, and I get those Lysol wipes out. I don't touch the elevator buttons. I don't touch door handles, because you got to think how many people live in the building, how many people have touched
Hundreds.
that same button. Exactly right. So it'll make your head spin when you really think about it. Let's get out to Brian Carberry. He's the managing editor of the website Apartment Guide. He's joining us via Skype this morning. All right, Brian. So what advice do you have for people who do live in an apartment building in such a small shared space?
Hey, good morning. And I heard some of the suggestions that you were saying about what you're doing in an elevator, and that's one of the things that I would say is, bring a wipe with you, a Lysol wipe, if you need to use that space, or a cloth, a handkerchief, anything that you can do to avoid touching those buttons there. Use an elbow if necessary. That's just one suggestion. If you can avoid taking an elevator, do that. Take the stairs.
Yeah.
The gyms are all closed right now, so we need a workout. So unless you have to go up 20 flights of stairs, if you got to go up 4, maybe consider the stairs. Just stay clear of the handrails, though, because people are touching them subconsciously as they're going up and down stairs. Those are the 2 areas that you might run into kind of the most. Some of the other areas to consider are a mailroom. Same thing there. Try to go at off-peak time, so early in the morning, late at night when people aren't going to be there, to get your mail or your packages or anything that might be there. If you do see other people there, just practice good social distancing. Stay that 6 feet away. Wait for them to leave the room before you go in. And as soon as you get back into your apartment, regardless of where you've gone, wash your hands immediately.
So what about landlords and apartment building owners? I mean, I know a lot of them have closed down some of those common spaces like gyms and such. Are there other things they should be doing, especially these, smaller buildings, maybe 8 units, kind of and not so much a company, but maybe a single person who owns that property?
Sure. So yes, a lot of places are closing down some of their common spaces, and in a larger company, it's a lot easier to manage that because they can just lock them off, close them up. In a smaller building, 8 units, like you said, there's a little bit more that the landlord needs to do themselves, and it really just starts with more cleaning and more sanitization, disinfecting these areas. A lot of the landlords and property managers that we've spoken with are ramping up these efforts to keep their tenants safe and to keep their employees safe. So if an area was cleaned, say once a day, once a week, whatever it might be, they might do it twice a day or once every 2 weeks. At this point, it's probably going to be more on that daily routine than, the once or twice a week. Certain areas like garbage areas or recycling areas, trash chutes like that, they'll probably clear away some of that garbage on a more consistent cadence than they would normally just when that trash pickup day is. Yeah. And really the thing they should be doing is communicating with the residents to let them know what is different, what changes they're making, and how they're going to work to keep you safe.
If you play the what if game and think, what if someone in my building had it and you don't feel safe in your building, what do you do then?
So if someone in your building has it, if you've been following the proper guidelines, social distancing, doing what you can to wash your hands, avoid people, there's not much more that you need to worry about than you would, say, a week ago before you knew that. Mm-hmm. Sure, you're going to be, a little scared just because you know that someone in that building has it. But if you're following those guidelines, you're probably okay. If you are still concerned, you can always reach out to your leasing office, your landlord, let them know what your concerns are. They want to work with you. They want you to be happy. They want you to feel safe. So if you have questions about what they're doing to clean or what they're doing to socially distant people in your building, just ask them.
Awesome. And do you guys have a website with resources for folks?
Absolutely. Apartmentguide.com. And then on the top navigation, you can click on our blog. And we have all sorts of coronavirus tips and insights, anything from moving to finding an apartment during this time to just staying safe in your building.
Yeah, and you guys know Apartment Guide. If you're looking for an apartment, they'll be happy to help you with that as well. Thank you so much. We appreciate the time. Some great ideas, and a lot of people here in Denver live in apartments, so it's certainly some good information.
All right, stay safe, Brian. Thanks.